Hi there, my name is Felicia Badenhorst and this is my submissions video for my personal training skills program. This is my client Johan and I will be taking his resting heart rate. We will do that for 10 seconds and then multiply that with 6. Okay. We checked Johan's resting heart rate and it was 11. Multiplying that with 6 gives us the resting heart rate of 66, which is a moderate resting heart rate. Okay, so next we will be working out Johan's BMI by firstly taking his weight. Please take off your shoes. Stand on the scale. Feet a little bit outward. And it's 100.5 kgs. So next I will be taking Johan's height and we will divide that with his weight to work out his BMI. Yeah. Please hold that for me. 174. Huh? And his height is 177 centimeters. Johan's BMI came to a total of 32.1. Next, we will be doing Johan's hip to waist ratio. I will be measuring this in centimeters just above the belly button and on the widest parts of his hips. Forward. 105 centimeters. And that is 106.5 centimeters. Okay, so now we've done Johan's hip to waist ratio. He had 105 centimeters for his waist and 106 centimeters for his hips. Divide the waist with his hips, which gave us a 1.0. This is an average for Johan. So now for the postural assessment, we will check if his earlobes are level, which they are. Shoulders are level with his left side a little bit more dominant and his spine is also straight. We will now be taking a look at the side view. We will be checking if his eyes and ears are level, and they are, and he does have the nice S-curve posture. We will now be doing a flexibility test with Johan. In a seated position, I will measure from the ground to his chin, and then in a laying position, measure from his collarbone to the ground, and divide the two with each other, which will then give us the flexibility measurement. The first measurement was 77 centimeters, and the second measurement was 24 centimeters. It gave us a total of 50%, which is good in Johan's case. Heart rate 160 and VO2 was 46. For the warm-up, Johan will be completing 5 minutes of jump rope with 30 seconds intervals and then 20 seconds of rest. And he will also be doing some squats in between just to get the heart rate up. Johan will now be completing 3 dynamic stretches. First, a backward lunge with his knee going upwards into his chest. He will then be completing a backward lunge into a twist. Next, he will bring his knee into his chest, stretching the quad, and this will be his final stretch. He will complete 3 rounds of these for about 10 reps. Engage your core and look straight ahead. You want to keep your back naturally aligned and your eyes facing straight ahead throughout the squat. Press your hips back and begin bending your knees to perform the squat. Keep the dumbbell close to your body during this movement. Keep your upper body straight with your shoulders back and relaxed, chin up, and always engage your core. Step forward with one leg, lowering your hips until both knees are bent at about a 90-degree angle. Make sure that your front knee is directly above your ankle, not pushed out too far. Grasping the dumbbells with both hands, feet standing shoulder width apart. As you go down, you want a slight bend in your knee, keeping your back straight at all times. Lower with a slow and controlled motion until you feel the stretch in your standing legs, hamstring curl. As you lay on the ground, hold 2 dumbbells with palm facing forward and your thumbs wrapped around the handle. On an inhale, lower the dumbbell slightly wider than your mid-chest, slowly and with control. Gently touch the dumbbells to your chest. On an exhale, press your arms upwards, keeping your elbows slightly bent. Grab one dumbbell and clean it up to bring to shoulder level with your palms facing out. For balance, your other hand can be fully extended to the side or on your waist. Contract the shoulder by extending your arm to push the weight up. Under control, slowly lower the dumbbell back to the starting position. With your feet shoulder width apart and your core tight, hold the dumbbell with both your hands. Lift the dumbbell until your arms are fully extended with palms facing to the roof and your elbows pointing forward. Bending at the elbows and squeezing your triceps, slowly lower the dumbbell behind your head. Standing on the band, you want to hold it in an overarm grip. Your hands should be slightly less than shoulder width apart. Now, by bending your knees, moving your hips forward, and maintaining balance and posture, keeping your chest up, this is the starting position for the deadlift. To lift, contract your glutes, pushing them forward with full force. Pause at the full extent of the lift for a movement, holding the position. Your abs and lats should be working to stabilize you. Place your foot onto the middle of the resistance band. Maintain a slight bend in the elbows at all times and slowly raise your arms up from the sides of your body. Once your arm is parallel with the floor, pause, feel the contraction and then slowly bring it back down. Standing with both feet on the resistance band, holding handles long next to your sides with palms facing forward. Slowly curl hands up to your shoulder, squeezing your biceps and keeping your elbows next to your side. Slowly release your arms back down to the starting position. For core, we will be doing V-ups. You will be lying flat on your back with your arms to your sides, lifting your arms off the floor in position behind your head. Slowly bending your knees and lifting your legs off the floor, crunching forward and trying to touch your toes. Lower your legs and bring your arms back down. The next movement will be a plank. By placing your forearms on the floor with your elbows aligned below your shoulders and arms parallel to your body at about shoulder width apart. Ground toes into the floor and squeeze your glutes to stabilize your body. Your legs should be working too. Neutralize your neck and spine by looking at a spot on the floor about foot beyond your hands. Your head should be in line with your back. Holding the position for a few seconds. As you get more comfortable with the move, you can hold your plank for as long as possible without compromising form or breath. For a cool down, my client will be walking around the house for about 5 minutes. Then lastly, we will be doing a cool down stretch. Starting with a calf stretch into a hamstring stretch and then the quad stretch. We will also be performing a chest stretch as well into the shoulder stretch and then the bicep stretch. Lastly, we will be performing the neck stretch, keeping all stretches for a few seconds for 3 rounds.